Have you ever felt stuck trying to figure out what to have for breakfast that's fast, satisfying, and still healthy? Today, I'm going to show you how I put together one of my most favorite oatmeal bowls. It is super simple, mostly raw, and totally delicious. Let's dive in. Peeling this brown spotty banana, well, it looks funky, but that's where all the sweet magic lives, I promise you. I start by slicing up a half a banana. It adds just the right amount of sweetness and makes the oats so creamy. Here you see me mashing the banana really well. This step makes a big difference. The smoother it is, the easier it blends into the soy milk and coats the oats. Bananas aren't just sweet though, they're full of fiber, potassium, vitamins, and using banana means I don't need to use as much maple syrup, which I love, but I try to stick with mostly unprocessed foods. I'm opening up a fresh container of unsweetened soy milk, and yes, always give it a good shake. A lot of the good stuff settles at the bottom and you don't want to miss it. So listen, soy milk is one of the best ways to get more soy into your day, especially helpful during menopause. Those natural plant estrogens can help balance your hormones, ease your hot flashes, and even help smooth out those nasty, pesky mood swings. It's also a great source of protein and calcium, and it makes your oats extra creamy and satisfying. Just make sure you grab the unsweetened kind. We don't want any sneaky sugars. Remember the mashed banana? Now I'm mixing it right into the soy milk. I want you to watch how well I mix it in. I really take my time because the smoother it gets, the more it turns into this yummy, sweet, creamy banana delicious milk. Have you noticed that I've used the word creamy only about 1,000,000 times? I used to have a serious sweet tooth, if you want to know the truth, but honestly, eating more whole food plant-based meals has really tamed it. This combo, it really satisfies that sweet craving without any added sugar. So don't skip this part. Mix it well and let the banana work its magic. Now, here comes the star of the show, rolled oats. I use gluten-free oats because I have celiac, but if that's not something you need to worry about, regular oats work just fine. The longer they soak, though, the softer they get, so keep that in mind as you build your bowl. Now I'm adding some frozen blueberries. You can totally use fresh if you've got them, but remember this, berries are amazing. They're low in calorie density, not too high in sugar, and they're packed with antioxidants. A perfect little boost. Have you ever heard of goji berries? If not, you're not alone, but I can tell you this, they're sweet, chewy, full of vitamin C, and really easy to find either online or in the dried fruit aisle. Next, I'm adding chia seeds. Yep, like the ones we used to make those old chia pets. Do you remember those? These seeds are tiny but mighty, and they're packed with omega-3s that help fight inflammation. And just a little bit of cinnamon. Good catch, huh? I love a little apple toss to keep things fun in the kitchen. Well, now I'm chopping up this beautiful cosmic crisp apple. This variety is one of my absolute favorites. I always find it so crisp, so juicy, and it has kind of like just the right mix of sweet and tart. And we all know that apples are a total powerhouse, besides the fact that, an apple a day keeps the doctor away, right? Well, they're loaded with fiber, especially if you keep the skin on, and they've got lots of vitamin C and antioxidants, all those things with those big words, those long syllables that help support your immune system and digestion. In this case, the chopped apple adds so much crunch, so much sweetness, and just this great fresh bite that takes my oatmeal bowl to a whole other level. Now I'm sprinkling on some cacao nibs. Not everybody has heard of these, but I can tell you they're basically crushed cocoa beans, super rich in antioxidants with a really deep chocolatey flavor and such a satisfying crunch. Okay, here I'm adding just a splash of vanilla extract. It's one of those little touches that makes such a big difference. It adds like a warmth and a sweetness without any added sugar, and it also brings all the flavors of this bowl together, kind of like a big cozy hug. Black pepper and black cumin seeds, an unexpected duo with anti-inflammatory perks and a little extra kick. A little pinch of turmeric for color, warmth, and major anti-inflammatory benefits. There's that word again, inflammatory. It's kind of like sunshine in spice form. Here I'm using the non-blade end of my knife to scoop out the turmeric. Why dirty another spoon? Little kitchen shortcut. You're welcome. Now for my favorite part. My homemade granola. It adds the best sweet crunch and sort of brings the whole bowl together. It's so good. And now for the finishing touch, just a little drizzle of maple syrup. Thanks to the mashed banana, I really don't need that much. I keep it in the fridge so it stays nice and thick and it pours slowly, which is a sneaky little trick I use to keep me from overdoing it. Look at that bowl, sweet and crunchy. Let's dig in. If this video gave you some breakfast inspiration and some value, please give it a thumbs up and smash that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my content. And if you're ready to feel amazing, especially either before, during, or after menopause, and you want to eat more plants, make sure to click on some of the links in the show notes below. And I'll see you in the next video.